Hello everybody, my name's Iris Smith and I'm the owner of a small business in Mansfield called The Flower Patch. I just want to say again before we start, thank you so much, as well to Julie Johnson for all your fabulous messages, and Sandra, and also Julie Hodgkinson as well, and all the other people that keep messaging me. I do get back to you. It may not be immediately, but it's usually later on in the evening. Once I've settled, then I go through all my messages, and then I do answer to them. And they are wonderful messages. And Julie Johnson, oh goodness me, them messages you sent me last night, they really did touch me. It was so heartwarming of you, and it was just, beautiful of you to say such generous and kind and beautiful words. And I'm really so glad that I can give you all the tips and the hints and things like that, and also to help you out doing creative work within a budget instead of having to spend lots of pennies. And that's basically my main aim as well, because I know with the economy, there's people out there that just cannot afford expensive stock, and goods and items, things like that. So I'm definitely a bargain hunter. I do like to go around looking for big bargains, and if I can, then I grab quite a bit of it. And I just want to say that wreath that we did, the one with the bow oh, I can't get myself started on it, but the one with the bow legs, sorry, it's just thinking about it again now. It's sold. Immediately I put it, I sent one of my family members and asked her, what do you think of this? She came down last night, walked in my workshop, wasn't expecting everything to do with Christmas. She thought I was still in perhaps the autumn mode with all the pumpkins and Halloween and things. As soon as she spotted it on there, she was having it. And so she's collecting it next weekend. And also the little sleigh that we did with all the presents in, she's had that as well. And also her daughter wants a sleigh doing as well. So luckily I have got 3 sledges left. So at the end of the day, well, I didn't think she was going to, she just wanted to have a look what I'd done, and she spotted it, and that was it. That was it immediately. She asked me if it was sold. I said no, I've only just done it today. She says, well, it's mine. I'm having it. So she paid immediately. So guys, it's gone. So today, now Julie Hodgkinson, I just want to tell you, my darling, I've been back to B&M this morning. Well, I've stocked up, extremely stocked up. We've got 2 B&Ms where I live. There's one, on a main road, and one in the centre of town. I went to both. I couldn't help myself, because what I was looking for at one, they didn't have. So I went to the other one, and they did have. So I grabbed them. So if I can't, yeah, here they are. If I just show you. Now I bought some baubles. I've put them with some of the candy canes. And there was sweetie baubles, and they had the string on again. I've been spending all morning, well, not all morning, since I've got back, pulling them off and putting picks in each end. So to put on wreaths and things like that. So I've got an abundance of them there, and much more I've been getting. So I have been in a world of happiness and joy. So, and I also purchased this from B&M, And it's got a light. It's just got a light. And I knew I'd got a little grey grapevine wreath at 8 inches. And I thought, that's going in the middle. And with it being silver and white, we are going to do a silver and white theme around it. And I love it. So it was £8, but I didn't mind, because as soon as I spotted it, Julie, I knew I could do things with it. And I spotted some icicles from B&M as well. I think there was £3 a pack. I think you got 6 or 8 in a pack. I'm not sure. Well, I will know because I've got them here. And I've put pics in those as well, look. And they was baubles that you hang on your Christmas tree. Again, I saw some when I was looking at my wholesalers when I got back. And for things like this, they was charging, get ready, for one, just one, £3.50. Guys, a pack of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A pack of 8 for £3. And then I just went to put my own pics in when I got back. So, again, as you can see, I'm a bargain hunter. Why pay for one for £3.50 when I can get 8 in a pack for £3 and just add my own pic? Makes sense. So, I'm going to sit down on this one today. I don't know if you can see me personally, but hey, we don't care about that. And I'm going to go through what we're going to do. Again, as I've just shown you, these beautiful icicles. There you go. Aren't they just wonderful? White and silver glitter sequins on, and white glitter at the top, and then clear at the bottom, just like they're starting to melt and drip off. So I'm going to probably add 3 in the triangular position, you know. And I thought, white again, we've got to have a bit of green to set the white and silver off, just for that contrast alone. So I've got these small oddments, with it being a small wreath. These last few of my oddments, I thought we could use those. If I need any more, I'll get a fresh stem out. So at least I've got the fresh stem here with me. And then I thought I'd use my Fittonia, again, with that having white veins in it as well. I thought they would look lovely, just like the frost has set on them. My imagination. And yes, you've got it, guys. My conifer. I've only got one bunch out because it's got 5 stems on. So I thought we could add those just for a bit of length around the outside as well. Now these are oddments of my lamb's ear. So I want to use my oddment soap. I'm not sure how many is in here. Perhaps 3, or I could make 4 out of them. I don't know yet. But the beauty, I love the feel of the lamb's ear. It's, again, exactly the same feel as the Dusty Miller. So with it being really pale, it looks like that's got frost on it as well. So I thought, let me add my oddments in. I may add some of my oddments again. You see, I'm using my oddments as much as I can, because with it only being a small arrangement. Well, I say small. It'll probably end up looking big. But it's got white on and green. So that looks like it's got a bit of frostiness on it as well. Or, you know, or snow's just settled lightly on it. And I've got my philodendron out because I may use these as for the bottom of the wreath to go around the outside, just for, again, the bottom of it, for everything to sit over on top. I'm not sure I'll use them. It depends if they look a bit too big. I've just got one stem out of my white eucalyptus. I was going to put a bow in it, but then realised it's got a bow on it. I was going to put a bow at the top, but I don't need a bow now because it's got one. And then I've got some of my silver glittery, I think these are willow. Something as well in my head is saying maybe bay. leaves, I don't know. But again, it might be willow, ruscus or bay leaves. But to me, bay leaves are slightly wider. But hey, they may just be a slim bay leaf. I don't know. I don't even know if you can get different styles or types of bay leaf, you know, in real life, fresh. So, but we're going to put some of those in. And again, I got these from B&M. They did come on. I've put some in here because I'm collecting them. And I don't want too many. They've probably fallen to the bottom. Oh no, here's one. They come with these clips on. What you get, where you can clip it onto your Christmas tree. I didn't even have to open them up to pull the fern out. I just pulled and they came out. So I've got an abundance of these as well from everything what I, you know, the baubles and that I buy with these on. So I've got a lot in there in case they may come in handy for me at some point. So I don't need no more because I've perhaps got over 50. That'll be enough. So, and then I've also got the white and the silver. So again, I may put those in also. Now, I'm not sure yet about these, my swirly, lovely little twiggy. And honest guys, I like these things. You know, because I was wondering whether to have the odd one just sticking up slightly or going up and leaning into the centre around the lamp. But yes, my silver glittery berries on twigs. So I've got those for backup. And then oddments as well, different ones. Oh, somebody's here. One moment, it's my delivery. One moment. Oh my goodness. Talk about being excited. It was a parcel of moi from my wholesalers. They had a sale, a clearance on the last few, so remaining apparently. So I grabbed some. And before we carry on, I'm going to show you. I haven't ordered a lot, which is a rarity, but because there was clearance and there was only the last few they had left, I grabbed what I could left. Again, I didn't get a lot. Honestly, guys, I didn't get a lot. Right. I've got these 50p. And I've just opened one. They're little beads with a candy cane and they are wired all the way up to the top. And look at that. Look at that. We're all red and white beads for smaller items. So you haven't got to have the big ones all the time. And I've got 4 of those. I've already opened one because I thought, oh my good gracious me. Oh, these seem super and they're bouncy. So I got 4 of those. You don't know, 5. 1, 2, yeah, 5. And these guys, these are for your Christmas tree again. I buy things for your Christmas tree. Majority of the time, 95% for Christmas, I buy things for the tree and just put my picks on. For the Christmas tree. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? You know what? It's rubber. It is just rubbery texture and you feel, because of the touch of it, it feels like icing, you know, on a cake. That's what it feels like. You just want to bite into it. Isn't that divine? And I'm going to put an hole in the bottom and place one of my picks and dip it in the glue and place it up in the bottom, so then I've got a pick. Isn't that lovely? Dead tidget. And it's only 4 inches. Oh, 4 inches. I love anything like that. And I've got some more candies. I've got bigger ones, the ones I've just shown you. So I decided I wanted smaller ones as well. Look at those. Look at these for your Christmas tree. Again, all I will do is pull the end off get my pick and get it in quite a bit on it because I've got to place this inside. And then I will just place it in like that. Let it set. I won't push it because it'll go right to the top. And then I will just wipe around the end. And I've got some different glue to Gorilla Glue this time, guys. And I've got industrial glue for for obviously workmen or workwomen to go in a glue gun for when they fix metal and plastics together. And that's what I've got. And this, it's set already. It's extremely strong. So I thought I'd try it. I thought instead of the Gorilla Glue, because it's so expensive again, as much as I love it, this is also is for outdoor use as well. And it's weatherproof. I make sure I look for weatherproof ones. And that is set solid already. So I've got some more candies. So that's what I've got with those. Again, I haven't bought a lot. And I've just got I think there was last 3 when I ordered these. And it's, look. Anything with swirls and you can move it. Oh, anything, guys, with swirls, I adore. And with your candy cane as well. Look at that. Oh, isn't that lovely? And I've got 3 of those. Again, the last 3. So, and these from my wholesaler, 75 pence. 75 pence. I don't know why they're getting rid of them, or why they're on clearance, or even why they may not be getting any more in. But for 75 pence, guys, I ain't gonna grumble. So I got 3 of those, and I decided to buy a sign for one of a wreath because of all the candy that I'm doing. So I've got that. I thought it's got the candy cane on. I want to do a wreath with this in the centre, a great big bow, perhaps 2 bows. I want to do it on a bigger wreath, maybe a 45 centimetre one, I'm not sure yet. And I want to go out with it all. I want to make it massive. So I've got a big sign already with the holes punctured in each corner to attach onto the wreath. So, candy canes, North Pole's finest, best quality, sweet tasting treat, 5 cents. So that I got as well, £1. £1. Oh, I didn't want 2 of them. I looked for some different ones as well. They didn't have them. So I grabbed this, thinking, well, that will do. It's got on it the candy cane, what I wanted. And that's all I've ordered. Because on the other things, they had summer and spring flowers, and I didn't need any of those. I was just looking for things like this. So that's what I've ordered, guys. And I am going to be in my element. So if I just place, where can I place? Look at those trees, aren't they? Lovely. Oh, gosh, guys, I'm just so easily pleased. So easily pleased. Oh my gosh, I don't know where to place. Oh, I'll go and put them on my other workbench. Let's put them here. So yes, that is what I've got. And I didn't show you my bucket there. I really didn't. Sandra, Julie, I didn't. It's chock-a-block, absolutely chock-a-block. I may show you at the end. But I've only got a lot of stuff, bought a lot of things because I've already got 9 orders for Christmas wreaths, 4 of them for funky ones. So I need to get stock up with everything. Hence the reason I keep going back and buying. Anyway, let's carry on with this. Again, as I was saying, and sorry for the interruption, guys, I've got some oddments of foliage, some little bits like this in them, and then also like little miniature rose petals. That's what I've come to the conclusion they are. They look a bit like miniature rose petals. So I've got those. And I thought I've got to have floral in it. So I've just got a small bunch out instead of the fresh bunch with my silvery white roses. And because they're small, they're not too big. That's the reason I didn't get the poinsettias out. And it's just nice and tiny. It's not in your face. Now, I called these proteas because that's what they reminded me of. When I went and got these from B&M and I looked at them again on the package, they are actually acorns. That's what it says on the package. So I got it wrong, so I apologise, guys. They are white acorns, 3 in a pack for £3 from B&M. So I've got those out. I'm not saying I'm going to use them, but looking at them when I placed them earlier, they don't look too out of place on there. And then finally, I wanted some white flowers. So I've cut these off a bunch, some of my white ranunculus. Again, with them being small and really crispy white, these are extremely white. And I thought they would look lovely going around as well. So that is what we're doing today. I know I said I'm going to come out the Christmas theme, but blooming Nora, guys, I just can't help myself. It is absolutely... Oh, I feel like I work for Santa. I feel like I'm in his workshop, especially today with all the things that I've stocked up on. Oh, gosh. One of my buckets is, I can't get no more in. I'm sitting things on top because I've got no more buckets to put things in. And that's what I should have bought when I went to buy things today. So, and I've got those now, so they've got to be crammed in as well. Never mind. Right, let's have a look. I've got some oddments of our philodendron leaves. I just want to sit them around to see how they are looking. Again, they won't be placed in like this. I just want to see. Let me just keep that one like that. Or do I place them separately? I just pull them off. Let's have a look. Oh goodness, I'll save those. I'll put them back on if I don't want them. 3, 4. So if I use 5, oh my goodness. So let's just see. Again, I don't want these too far out. It's going to come around. Now this is a wicker. Oh, that one's got nothing on it. This one's a wicker wreath, or some people call them rattan. Oh my gosh. Let's use my flat-headed pliers. That will help me get them off. There we go. So again, do I, and then, yep. Yep. I may work with this actually in. Sorry. I just love things like this. With little LED lights in, we could just sit and work. Can you imagine if you've got this in your house as well, or a couple, a pair, and the glowing in the dark while you're watching a nice Christmas movie? Oh, that'd be lovely. So, we're going to put these on small picks because those stems are quite thick. So, let's get these in. Remove any excess glue. And I've already tried this new glue because I have mixed it with my Gorilla Glue because I'd literally hardly got any left in the pan. So I knew it wouldn't hurt, but I thought, let's see how it sticks to my fingers. So I tried it out, and it does come off quite easily. So happy days. So I didn't go to the choir last night, guys, because I didn't finish work till later. And then obviously I had guests, so I couldn't go. So as much as I missed it, but I'm not going to walk out on my guests. So, and they didn't arrive till around 6 in the evening, and I leave for 6:30. I was all ready to go. Oh, but then I couldn't. Oh my gosh, I can't get this one in. Look, it's sticking to my hands, look, and it peels off really, really easily. So let's see if I can push it in with this, because it's got more of a grip. There we go. Peel the excess glue off. I analysed that video we did yesterday, guys, with the bow legs. And I was sat in my house and I was laughing my head off, laughing at myself, being silly. Oh, I even said to my husband, what fun. I've had such fun. I loved it. I loved doing it. So that is our 5. Let's save that one. So this should be quite easy to get things in. I don't want to put, in fact, too much of a stem on, because it is quite open. It's not really tight wreath, so I don't really want to put long stems on where they are going to be visible to the eye. So again, I have to take things like that into consideration. And plus it's not very thick either. It's got to be around about an inch thick, and it's very thin, look. So again, I have to be careful where I'm going to place things. I don't want it seeping out, you know, underneath. You can get these bigger ones. I've got, well, I did have. I've perhaps used it, but I had some big ones in grey and brown as well. I've made wreaths out of them. They are some very sturdy. Oops, a daisy. Unlike me. I don't know why I'm turning this when I've got a turntable. So I may need a couple more in. And just place that one there as well. Let me just chop that, because that is just slightly popping out, some of that stem. And again, I don't want that popping out. It's not popping out from underneath, it's popping out from the side, because I've not cut it short enough. So, way Christmas. Oh, let me drink my coffee. Oh, not another van. I know I've got several deliveries. even Christmas presents that I've ordered for my boys. I've got those on order and they're on delivery as well. Everything I order on delivery. I don't collect. I can collect again from the Amazon as well if I get off Amazon. It's only 5 minutes away. You can go and collect it yourself. No. Sorry. No. Let them do the job. And especially when it's free delivery, why don't go out your way and collect it if it's free? If I had to pay, then it'd probably be a different matter. But it's free delivery, guys. So why should we go out on a cold day? Because today is absolutely pouring it down with rain. They have given on 100% rain today. All day. So I'm going to just let them just spread. I'm going to, with the centre one, lift it slightly. So we've got a bit of height on it. Not too much though, as you can see. I don't want it, you know, flat like that. I want movement. I always like to have movement just for the natural feel. Again, I'm just following the grain, just bending it, and then the centre stem, which has got the wire in, I'm lifting that slightly up. Let me just turn it around so I can do it from this side. Oh gosh, it's set already, guys, that glue. Oh, it's excellent. Bring that one up. Don't know, it's a bit loose on there. Oh gosh. Oh my goodness, it must be good. So let me reposition it. There's a tighter space there. So let's get it in there instead. Oh. I don't know if you can hear the rain on my roof. We've had nothing but rain all throughout the year. I think we've had one or 2 weeks of lovely hot weather. That's it. Done. Nothing else. It's just been rain. Because usually when we have nice weather throughout the year, I have to water my flowers on the front. Like last year I did every couple of days. I've only watered my garden this year for two weeks in a row, just consecutive 2 weeks, nothing else. Usually I water them every week and every couple of days, every week throughout the summer period, but we've had nothing this time. And unlike Irma, she in Texas, she had red hot temperatures, walking around without coat on, and here's me wrapping up with jumpers on. So it's the climate change. We've never had it this bad before. It's a shame. It's a shame that they can't, you know, the climate. It frightens me, things like that. So let's get the last one in and place that in there. Again, lift up the centre one higher than the ones above, below it. Spread, bring that one over here a bit. I think I want to put them a bit down a bit, just press them down. I've just seen one move there, so that means a bit of let me reposition that because I've got, oh gosh, the stem sticking out. Oh, oh gosh. I wonder if I can get the glue off as well. I don't want the glue there. And I use these as well if I can't get the glue off with my fingers. I grab them with these. I've got a smaller pair, a little miniature pair, little babies, and that's to go, because they're slimmer on the head, that's to go deeper into an area where I may not be able to get to with the thicker headed ones. And I got those from my local shop who sells, you know, how you get your little local shops what sell bits and bobs, tools, you know, hairspray, household things, you know, just bric-a-brac, and I got them from there. So, do I put in the ficus first? I want to put that a bit going into the centre. So if we put these little oddments of ficus in, so I can get these used up. To feel for the ones with wiring, because some of them don't have wiring like that. That's got wire, that hasn't on the side, so we'll use the ones with the wire. Oh, mind you, it's got wire on the bottom, so if I bend it upwards, take that off again, so I've got little oddments. You watch, they'll all have wire on. Again, I'm just snipping. Again, that's only got a little stem on, but because this is only tiny, that'll fit perfect in there. So again, if you have some with the tiny little stems on, save them, because for something like this or filling in, fabulous. That has, no, that hasn't, that has. So out of all those, two don't have wired stem. So that's got a bit that needs chopping. Oh, I think I've cut into the stem. Oh, I have. Look at that. That's a thought. I could put something on here as well and just stick it at the top, not too far down. I don't want it to cover that, but just have something sticking up there. So I'll save that. It's all the excitement that I'm just flipping everything around. Oh my gosh, the rain. So I'm going to put some just there, so it's sitting out like that. Again, I'm not pushing them in too deep. I'm going to go both sides of the conifer. Let's go lower down. Again, for the filler, got one there, one under here. Let's just twist it. Gosh, it sets really quick, this glue. I thought I'd give it a go because I tend to order Gorilla Glue sticks in a 75 pack, which I've looked to see if I can get them cheaper than what I do usually pay, which is £20 or £21 for one pack, which is a lot, and those 75 don't last me very long. I looked for, again, like I say, to see if I could get them cheaper. I can't, so I have to buy well, I don't have to, I do it because I do need them. 2 to 3 packs of 75. So that becomes anything from 40 to 60 pounds just for 2 bags, which is a lot of money, guys. You know, and I hate having to buy them, even though I know they're good. It's the price that puts me off. You know, as much as it is a good product, you know, I'm not doubting it. I use it a lot. But I was speaking with my husband and said, I need to see if there's anything else out there. I'm going to see if there's any industrial glue. What, you know, people had used perhaps on metalwork, woodwork, for outdoors, all weather type. And I'm going to see if I can get more in a pack than what I get for cheaper price. So I was hunting around. I don't like the ones with 2 on. I'll save those. And I actually did find several places. I read up about them just to see, you know, what the reviews were, because I always check the reviews, because sometimes people give them bad reviews, and if there's a lot of bad reviews, then I won't purchase it. So on this, I don't even know the brand of it, can't remember. I've put them away, the rest of them. I just grabbed a massive handful and dropped them in. So again, yeah, I was checking it out, and I thought, let's give it a go. Let's just give it a go. You know, in for a penny, in for a pound. And for 200 glue sticks, £20. So that's a third of what I pay. I pay 60, and these were £20 for 200. And I pay £20 for 75. A big difference, guys. So if you know, you can't afford the Gorilla Glue, and you obviously, it is good, but you can't afford the expense of it, look for an industrial glue, you know, glue sticks, industrial glue sticks. And also, you know, put in the search weatherproof, strong bonding for metal, and, you know, wood and things like that, plastics, and also foam. You can also, because they are also for foam as well. So I knew that would be okay. So yeah, try and look for the industrial glue sticks, because they are cheaper. So that's all I did, and they've come. Oh my goodness, and these set really quick. So give it a go. Again, save on your pennies, guys. Don't go to the extreme and end up, you know, paying out a lot of pennies for something like the Gorilla Glue. Again, I do love the Gorilla Glue, but it's the expense, because I use the glue a lot. So paying £60 out every couple of weeks is a big ask. So hence I had to try something else. Just like that blue. Oh, and it rolls in your hand like little balls when you do that. I hope that battery don't wear out. Wear out while we're doing this. Oh, I can't turn it. It's set. Let's see. There we go. Hopefully that stays. Let's just lift that one slightly up. So I'll take that off. That, hang on, is what, there we go, is what we have there. If I can see any, because it's very thin, this wreath. I don't mind wreaths out like this, but I will bulk them up by putting lots of things in. But if I, you know, you have to be really careful, because I can see straight through some of the, where they've binded it around each other. I can see straight through the other side. So I have to be careful. So that is that. I don't think we need any more of our ficus. So let's get our Fittonia. I only want bits of this in as well. I must order some more of this. Oh gosh, it's all stuck together. Oh, and I'm not blending in with today's arrangement. I noticed that when I did the one yesterday, when I was analysing, my sleeves were black and white check stripes, and we'd got stripes on his stockings and on the present. And I sat there last night thinking, oh, I've blended in again. I keep blending in with it. So I do love this. I'm going to place these like that, sitting in, but I'm going to try and push these so they're sitting right on here on the actual wreath itself. So let's give it a go. I'm going to be placing, I've got one on this ficus, I'm going to miss this ficus, and then I'm going to put one on the next one. Just push it a little bit more. And sit that like that. Let me just take that off. Let me switch it off. I've got panic in case I'm going to run the battery down. I could have put the holly in, but because it's got red berries on, that's the reason I haven't used it on this. So I missed one, then here. It's a bit tight, so I'm using these to help me push it in. Oh, well, I was going to do. I was. I sure I sure were, guys. Can I pull that? Well, I was. Yeah. Let's get a pick on it. Here's a small one that I've used. I will this time. Second time lucky. This will probably pop out at the back. So I'll have to just trim it. Because again, it's so, the opening through it, you know, the gaps going through to the back is really spacious, and I'm just going to get some of the old glue off, guys. So it's not tight like the wreath frames that I do. So let's have a look. Oh no, it's not. So I will cut them off. So miss one, and I place one there. Do I put a bigger one? Yeah. I'm going to go here, hopefully. Say hopefully. I was just saying it was quite loose, the sticks on it, and now I can't get this on it. Oh, come. Just, gosh, it does dry quick. But it did say on the packet, dries within, I think it was 10 or 15 seconds. Gosh, they're not wrong. So I make sure that I don't mess up. So that's our Petunia has replaced that also. So I'll save those. I could even add the odd one on the main stem of the lamp. So I don't want those. Let me see, do I put these in? Let's have a look. Yes, I dragged my son with me again. My autistic son Brandon, who's 28, I think he's got it into a routine now, because he does like, you know, like routine with his condition. I don't call it an illness because it's not an illness. It's just a condition. And he likes routine. So now it's become with, last night he said, are we going shopping tomorrow? And I'm thinking, oh yeah, we are. If you know, if that's all right. And he says, yeah, I'll get ready. So now he's got used to it, like we do shopping, which he knows. And then he's going to his grandma's tonight. He likes to go and see his grandma. It was a lovely lady, very generous and kind. And he likes to go and see her, and he stays over with her and keeps her company, which I think is lovely. And his other brother, he's at work, so he'll be coming back home, but he's going to go to see his grandma tomorrow and stay over with her as well. So Brandon tends to stay Fridays and Saturdays with his grandma and sleeps over at her house, just to give her the company again, which I think is great. And they've done it for years. So, but Jordan, he's got work commitments. He has to work weekends on occasions. So, but he's going to see his grandma as well, and he does stay over. So they're very close with the grandma, very close. And again, they always have been. So then it becomes a nice peaceful weekend for me. Not that they're bad lads, they're not bad lads at all. At all. They're very good. They've never brought me any trouble, ever. So I've got nothing to complain about. So, but it's really weird, because once they've gone, it goes really quiet. Because Brandon, again, my autistic one, you can hear him when he's not gone to his girlfriend's. You can hear him on his game or listening to football, you know, soccer on the radio, following his football team. And you can hear him cheering them on, singing the football chants, the songs and that. So, which is great to hear. I love hearing him singing. I mean, he's not a singer, but he may be out of tune, but that's irrelevant. It's just the thought of him enjoying it what makes me smile. So, I keep saying I'm going to bring him on one of these videos. You've met one of my sons when I tried to do the live. You've met my son Jordan. I even told the grandma who they stay with. I've got to try and get Brandon now to just pop his head round He hasn't got to sit here. He'd be bored. He'd be thinking about his FIFA on his Xbox. I just want to get him to pop his head round and just say a quick hello. But it's building his confidence up to do it. Again, when it's something he don't do, it's a bit panicky. He gets a bit panicky. I want that like that. Hence the reason I put the lamb's ear in, so this can sit around. Let me put the light on again. So sit at the bottom like that. Guys, why is it so glorious? Christmas. Icicles. I want them like that, to sit them up like that. So how many do I put in? Because these are, without the stemming, the pig, 6 inches long. So I didn't want them really big, you know, too many, because they are quite long. I just sort of have them upright like that. 1. Do I put 3 or do I put 5? Oh, I've got one here, look. 2, 3. Let me just place those down. So 1, 2. This is going to be awkward how to hold them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that may be a bit much, because this is only small. So 1, 2. Yeah, 3. We're just going to place 3 in. I need to just cut the stems slightly. I won't throw those on the floor. Let me bring everything back up here. Let me just see that. That's, oh, look at that. I like everything. I just, do you ever get that feeling when you're doing something and you think, oh, I want to put that in, I want to put that in. But then you look at something else, oh, I need to put that in. There's just that much you want to see being put in immediately. I do. Even off camera, I spot things like, oh, I've got to get that in now. Alright, what I want to see if I can do with this. Because these are quite weighty. Let's see now. Again, I'm going to give it a helping hand to push it in. So this glue is really, really stiff. It sets extremely quick. Because they're weighty, look, they're just flopping over. So let me cut the stem shorter. That's better. I was nearly going to try and bend the icicle over. So I want one around here. Again, if you're looking at it, pretend that like that. 6 o'clock, if I just slightly bend it, 6 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I want, I can't get that one there. Let's get the glue before it sets. slight little bend on it. And then we want one at 2 o'clock. I wonder if I can get that in there without. Ooh. That one I don't like. It needs to go there. Yeah. So I don't need those. I won't throw those on the floor. Let's get our globe fern in. These oddments that I have. And again, I want these quite lower to the surface. This isn't going to be a really, you know, a tall arrangement, you know, coming up here. I want to keep it relatively low and flat. Just with a little bit of movement. Yes, because I start my Christmas shopping early, guys. I always have done. It's my mum. She's always done it, and I've just copied off of her. And again, as I was saying, I buy my neighbours over the road something. Well, we buy each other's pets something as well. I've ordered some squeaky toys and because we have a joke with each other. It's not that I'm awful. We have a joke with each other, so I bought the dog squeaky toys to get on her nerves. Because she always says, oh, them blooming toys. I wish they wouldn't squeak, because the dog loves to play with them. And all you hear is squeak, 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 squeak all day long. And and she'll say, I don't know why people keep buying my dog squeaky toys. Well, ring a ding ding. Santa's coming for her dog and Benji and, you know, Benji and Maisie, and they've both got squeaky noisy toys, and it's not a little squeak, it's quite loud. So it's like a foghorn. Oh, aren't they gonna be happy? I don't see that I say to her, well, you can't deny your lovely dog a nice toy. I try and make her feel guilty. And then I've also got another squeaky toy, and it's a slipper, a little doggy slipper. Oh, I've got them about 4 gifts each. I can't help myself. Some chewy sticks, what will last for a long, long time. Benji is only a small Shih Tzu, and I'm not him a bone. Well, that's keeping busy. So yeah, you'll have to try and get his teeth into that one. And that's going to be fun watching him. Well, doggies love bones. Doesn't matter how big they are, they'll give it a go. So why not? So yeah. And some treats also. Some doggy chocolate selection box for doggies. So yeah. The doggies are going to have a lovely Christmas, and some balls to play with. And also some plastic balls where you have to put the food inside and they have to try and get to it. Stimulate the mind. I'm all for that. So she's going to have a great time. Christmas morning, and she lets her dog, you know, ruffle at the paper to get into it. I've seen her do it. It's so sweet. Can you imagine the first getting up, because they do get up early. Open the presses and then the dog starts squeaking at 6 o'clock in the morning. La da. I'll be probably just looking out my window to see if she's doing this to me. What you done that for? So yeah, but I look forward to things like that. Well, it's all the fun. Why not? Joy of Christmas, fun and laughter. And again, we buy each other silly things. I'm going to buy her a pair of socks where you can put your toes in each. She's always moaning her toes are cold. So I thought, well, I'm going to get her some socks as well as other things I get her. You know how you get the gloves where you have them only halfway? I was going to get her some socks, and joke socks like that. So what are you moaning that your feet are always cold? She'll probably tell me that it's the toes more than anything, and I've got them where they're open on the ends of the toes. So I'm not cruel, guys. We just like a laugh. She does it to me. She reckons she's going to get me a new set of light bulbs. Light bulbs? And she would. Oh, she would. But again, I love that. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. It's the joy and the laughter I like. And the fun. Great people. Great people on this street. Right, has that one come out? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's come out. I'll have to put that one back in. So, busy chatting. I'm putting these silver little, what I think look like miniature rose petals. 1, 2, 3, 4. One here, or do I want one? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I may just have the 4. That one's only got 2 on. The rest of them, gosh, that is solid. The rest of them have got about 5 stems on, so let's see if I can join this up with that one with only 2, which is here, just to make it a bit more bulkier. That's it. So where's this come from? Around here. Where is the stem? Oh, I can't find the stem to it. But that, well, it's there. I wonder if I can pull it out with this glue. I can't get to it. No. So I'm going to have to put another bit of a pick in it. Wonder if this is the one that I had a bit of trouble. Yeah, it is. Pushing the stem in. So, in that case, let me just get the glue off of my fingers. Right, let's get the white corsage tape. While the glue's still setting, glue the white corsage tape on. I don't think it'll do it now, so I'll do it over it's just not feeling very secure. Let me start again, guys. That's not feeling secure. I didn't go far enough up. I'm going to stick the glue back on it just for that extra support. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and glue it on up here, and that will give it that extra support. So all I'm doing is just placing it there, on there. Then before it sets, I'm getting this corsage tape, the white one, and I'm placing that over the glue as well to give it extra support, so I know the corsage tape won't slip, because it's such a little stem. And I'm going to go double up and go back up again for another bit of extra protection and strength. So let's cut. Where was that one? So I'm going to have to try and go below where I've put that. Right, let me check underneath. Oh, I thought it had come out. There's one there what's sticking a bit lower than I'd like it to be. So, there. Yeah, I don't tend to use these rattan wreaths very much because of that reason. They are quite gapy, and it does set me off thinking sometimes, oh my goodness, you know, I've got to keep going around the back to clip it because it does go through, because of the wideness of it. It's not like the grapevine wreaths are tied tightly. So I'll just keep those a moment out. They're my oddments. Oh, I forgot one. Now I do have, there's going to be a lot of white and green and silver. Do I just put here? Let's have a look. Again, I'm not overdoing it with a full stem. I'm chopping into it. This is to fill it up around the bottom. Yeah. So we don't need that, because I've also got these I want to put in, and I've also got the fern, because the flowers, when it comes to putting the flowers in, whether it be the ranunculus, they will sit around here on the inner side of the ring, and then we will have silver as well going around. I don't usually like a ring of flowers, not that it doesn't look horrible, I don't, you know, it does look beautiful, but my taste is I like to have like one inside and one coming out. So if there's a lot of white on the outside, then I'll bring the silver out, and if there's more silver on the inner side, then I tend to bring the white inside. So I may do that again, because I've also got these. I could bring these slowly in on the inner side as well instead of the outer side. That will give it a beautiful, nice effect as well, having those there. And I'm just placing those. I thought my cat then. So that is what I want to do with these. I want these to be seen because we've got a big white philodendron leaves at the bottom. I don't want to put these at the bottom because they clash. Not that, you know, I know the different texture, but too much white, too big, you know, big like white. It's all right putting the little eucalyptus because it's small leaves, but putting a big, well, this is an acorn against a big philodendron leaf, because it is quite bulbous, it's too much. You want to bring different textures and also styles of your, you know, your items, you know, your elements, and bring them, some in, some out, and to balance out that look. By bringing them all out, so your big ones around the edge, it's just going to look like you've just got all big on the edge, and then it's just going to look like the ones around the centre are being squeezed in, you know, because it looks too claustrophobic. So to balance that out, bring big in the centre as well. So then you've got more of a movement, you know, and also it balances everything out for you and gives that better, you know, look and more pleasing to the eye. Excuse me. So let's get in our eucalyptus around the bottom, with it being just small, again, small leaves against the philodendron. I'll put them around where the conifer is. And this one. I love the, you know, I moan about the rain, but I love the sound of it, especially when I'm just gone to bed and it's raining outside at night. I like to have my window open. I don't know, I always have done, even if it's just slightly open, not wide open. And I love hearing it when it's pattering away, maybe whether it's on your house, your cars, the roof of your cars, the car bonnet or hood, what, you know. I just like it. Oh, come on, pushing. Cut that little bit off. One there. One in here. As well. And there. Okay, fluff up, move things around and fluff them up. Okay, to give it that fullness. Let me switch the light off. I tell you, I will run this battery down because I love to have things like this on. Right. The silver sparkly leaves. I've got oddments that I've used, and I'm going to do the same with these. I'm not having them full. I am cutting bits off so I can get most out of it, because again, it's a small arrangement and I don't want a great big leaf, you know, placed like that, because then it's not that it looks silly, I just don't want it too big. So I am chopping bits up and placing those also in and around. I try not to get onto that silver. I want to go in between these silvers. So 1, 2. Let me just chop this down a little. So in between that silver and that one, and I want one there. Silver, silver, so one around here. So again, I don't want too many. Like that. So we're going to place these in also. Silver, silver. And it, you know, I'm not keeping it, excuse me, within same amount of petals or leaf petals. That's only got 2, that's got 3, this one's got 4, no 5. You know, again, I want to try and also keep him within the natural, you know, look of it. Oh my gosh. And this one's got 3 also. Let's just lift that. Oh. And then bend. So that's like that. Let's get the little litter. So with our flowers, again, I thought I'd got one out. Oh, I have. Again, I want to bring these because there's a lot of white, so I want to bring one, the roses, 2. Again, I'm just placing these, everybody. 3. 4 and 5. So that's how I want the roses around the sides, going round again. Then I've got 5 of these, I think I caught, yeah, 5 of these as well. And then I will go in between the roses, but in the centre with the ranunculus. So let's just cut these down a little. Excuse me. One. I've treated my husband to a nice big bar of chocolate so he can munch away after we've eaten later, and we can just have a treat. And it's a big bar. He had the biggest one this week. So I bought myself just 2 smaller ones. So while watching those programs, we can sit and enjoy the chocolate. And that one. Oh, it's 4 o'clock. It's the cat's feed time. I'm surprised Marley's not coming. Mind you, it's raining. So. So that is our silver roses in and around. Just going to bend that one a bit more. So now we're going to put in our ranunculus. Oh. Gosh, all these elastic bands that I'm saving from using all my oddments. And I'm doing a smaller stem on these because again I want them closer. I don't want them sticking out too much. I can get them in. But at the same time I want a little bit of height on them. There. And I will use some other, some foliage to fill in as well. Can I place this one? Slightly bend it so it's not sticking too far up. This one in here. Oops, daisy, I've caught my finger with the glue. So I've got a big glue string. And again, just keep going where the roses are. I'm going at the back of the roses. Let's hold it here. Let's have a look. And then one more. And usually once I've done, the arrangements, I don't do them constantly while I'm arranging things. But, oh, one moment, let me just try and get that in. But once, no, it's not going in. Once I've finished, I tend to then, fluff everything up. And do it that way. I'm going to cut some of the stem, the plastic off of the stem. twist, there we go. The plastic covering on the stem, that's what I mean, on the wire inside. But yeah, I do tend to fluff up as well, and just, you know, spread things around. I can see, you know, as I'm going around, that things are still, you know, have been flattened. So I will, you know, lift it. I like to see it, a bit of the movement. So I do fluff up to give it that fuller feeling. Right, I want these. Oops, a daisy. One here. I'm just going to lean it around that instead. One here. Try to just get it through. I want one here, and then I want one here. So that's where I want those as well. They will give the fuller feeling with them being chunky. So we'll pop this one. It's trying to go with the shape of the wreath, because they crisscrossed it over. Got itchy hand now. I'm having to force things through some areas because some haven't got holes through for me to put things in because they are tight like that. So I force it through. I don't let nothing beat me. Like that one there, so there we go. And again, I will fluff up around it, bring things back, give it that lovely look. So there are acorns in as well. Now I've got silver and white. There is a lot of white. When I look above, the white stands out more than the silver, you know, especially with the philodendron leaves, the acorns, and your ranunculus in the centre. These roses are slightly, not hidden, not as noticeable. They're a bit invisible, slightly invisible. So to bring some of that, pop that silver back in, we're going to place some of the silver ones in. Just to try and balance it out. Start with 3. So we can't have it there, so it needs to go around here. So if I put them underneath each of these big acorns, then that will pop the acorns out, you know, make them look noticeable even more and balance it out as well. So let me just have a look from above. Let me just see if I could put one here. I may need 5. I think it's 5, guys, and that's just gonna be a bit more noticeable with the arrangement. I want to get some, while I'm up, I'll pull a bit something that's going to be, what's the word, a bit of filler foliage. not as long and wispy, just something that's going to be shorter. Oh gosh, all my eucalyptus. Just shorter. And I think I need greenery. So do I put, in fact I've got oddments of the dark green ficus. Just little oddments. Do I bring these out and have a little look with these to give it a dark effect? I think this will look lovely. Yeah, immediately my eyes say yes. So I don't want those in, that's too much. I don't want no more of those. I don't want the icicles. Gosh, where do I put the icicles? Put them there. And again, I don't want no more of those. Gosh, I'm covered. So, I'm going to place these in all around. I'm going to stand up for this so I can see above. So I know where I want them to sit, and then I will just bend them. I don't like that being there. And I want to put some of the darker leaf in the centre as well. These are quite easy to get in. So they're all in. So now if you look at the bottom where you can see the big white philodendron leaves, let me just see if I've got one relatively longish. Probably not yet. Now by me placing a darker one in, what's coming out to a similar width or depth, length should I say, as the philodendron, now that dark leaf sets off the white. So, and then I would do that. I know I've got the variegated ficus there, but I want to add in some dark, and I'll also want to add in a bit of, chop a few off, you know, like that. Place those also in the centre to give that dark look as well. So that's what we're going to do around the sides. So we'll keep that, put in the centre. We want that. Centre, centre, on the side, centre. Let's put this one there. So I'll save those. So let's get these in. Excuse me, everybody. Well, I said yesterday that I think my chest infection's going, my cough. Oh my goodness, I got up this morning, I felt like I'd got, it had all come back again. I felt like I was talking like I was full of cold. But then half an hour and just warming my vocals up, talking to my son. that feeling of a cold or sounding like I've got a cold soon disappeared. Again, I have to warm my vocal cords up. I mean, I don't sit there, you know, doing my la la la's and, you know, warming them that way. I don't oh gosh, no, I don't do that. Oh, I can't get that one in. No, it's not going in. When I mean warm my vocal cords up, meaning start to chat. My biggest profession I've got is chatting. My husband will agree with that. I'm trying to look for somewhere to place this. There we go. Let's see if we can get that in there. And again, I'm placing these around around the philodendrons, just to give it again the darkness for the white to bounce off of. I said I didn't want it big, it's nearly the size of a wreath. Oh, I say, why not? It's Christmas soon, guys. Let's all get in the spirit. When I say it to people, they roll their eyes at me. Don't like Christmas. Who can not like Christmas? We don't get much snow either here. I know in some places around the world they get lots of snow at Christmas time. Oh, we don't. It might, you know, it might snow for one day and settle on the ground. You wake up the following morning and it's gone. No, we used to, years and years and years ago. We used to get 3 foot of snow, you know, when I was a kiddie. It was such a lot of snow around. And it'd be there for weeks and weeks. But now, no, you don't see it very often. Which is a shame, because all the kiddies who like to go sledging, that's what I like to see. But yeah, how the world's changed. I say this to my kids, when I was younger, we always had snow. We had it up to our waistline. You know, you couldn't, you walked like this in it. You really did. We don't see it that high anymore. Not here. And that's why I say we had good times. Really good times. So, keep moving this out off it. I can hear my cat. I think that's my cat. Probably coming to tell me that he wants his food. I think he checks on the time. I think he must wear his own cat watch. Right, I can see one there, so there's one here. So then I should have then gone all the way around. Yes. So I've gone all the way around with the dark. So now I'm going to bring in some dark around the centre, because these little lambs here, for some unknown reason, keep bending and not sitting very good. Move that out of the way. That's better. or one in particular anyway. That's better. I do still want filler foliage, so let's get these in. Or, one moment. Oops, let me just get my oddments. I always have to remember my oddments. Oh, what have I just found? Dusty Miller. Some little bits of Dusty Miller. Let's get those. Who knows? Let's get those. Excuse me. So I've got that. Oh, I found another ranunculus. Hang on. So let's get our oddments. I don't want those ones. Let's bring these little 3 bits of Dusty Miller that I've just spotted. Now they would fill in that centre perfect. One. That's a bigger one. Oh no, there's 2 here. 1, 2, 3. 4, and that would fill it up there. And then let me just empty these on here. Search through here for some oddments. Oh, I've got some dark ivy. Oh my goodness! I've just seen another piece as well. So I think a bit of the ivy. Christmas time, why not? So let me just put these back before I start searching through others, because I can see what I could use as well. So if I don't think it looks good, can't put my tape in. I'm going to put these little oddments of ficus in as well, because there are only a few left. Because I could also use these as well. These are pretty. Oh gosh, because that's what I spotted. Oh my. Because what I'm doing basically now, I'm putting filler foliage in to hide any of the wreath in this, around the centre point. I could put a stem on that. I don't know where that stem is. So that's what I'm aiming to do. I'm going to put, if I show you, I've just placed those. I don't know how to hold it without it falling. I've just placed those in. The Dusty Miller, and they've they hide a lot of the wreath. So then for that reason then I don't need to put anything really, a lot of other things in, because the Dusty Miller is hiding, you know, things like that. So, but because I've got the ivy, I was considering placing that in instead of these little ones. But let's get the Dusty Miller in and sit that under here. I want it, oh my goodness, don't set yet. I've just touched that. Oh no, I am, oh, such a fool. Never mind, never mind. It's actually an item of clothing. It's not my health. Placing the Dusty Miller in as well. Oh, I can see a big space that I can use here. Big hole. What's that? And these have only got tiny stems on. Again, I don't need it long because they will go out through the other side. Hence the reason I don't really use these much. I do prefer the grapevine. Right, there. So what I want to do with the ivy, or should I say, yes, the ivy, that's what it is. Because I want the darkness, as you've heard, I'm going to be placing those around here. Let me just take that off. Oh, do I take that off? It's that one. And I'm wanting to place them in and around each. A few of the leaves in the centre. Even if I've just put the dusty miller in and it may hide bits of the dusty miller, I'm okay with that, because again, I want the darkness, I want the contrast, I want it to stand out. This is where I'm placing them so you can see the contrast once they're in against everything, the different colours, and I'm intermingling them with all of the lighter flowers and foliage. So if I just lift up, obviously I've not put them in yet, but that's how it will look, like that, around. Sorry, I was just looking for, see if I could see anything sticking out. So again, this is where I pop in my colour of contrast, as I call it. And once it's set in properly, then you'll see it, you know, how it reflects and bounces off each other with the whites and the, you know, the silvers. Yeah. Again, I'm just popping some of them through as well. Just go behind here. So put that one in, yeah, it's this one. And this one's not got a long stem on, so to hold this in place, I'm gluing it onto a stem of one of the other foliage, because the stem was really quite small. So I've got these. Oh, I've done it again. And what I'm going to do with these, because there's only little ones, I'm just going to pop them and stick them to a stem again, just to add just the odd bit of darkness around here as well. Again, I'm not sticking these into the actual wreath itself at all, because the stems are really low and not very long. So I'm just sticking them onto another stem, what's already placed in. Now, let me glue this on. The smallest stem. So just little bits of your oddments like this, you know, like I say, to use as filler. It's just, you know, the best thing. I want one here. Let's have a look around. Just if I can see a little bit, and that, you know, some may need a bit more, then I will grab some more oddments. Hello, Marley. Grab some more oddments and place that around. I can see. Let's have a look. Where was it? There. So again, I should have just left these out. Where's those little ones? I wonder what you're coming to let me know you need. I bet it begins with F and ends in D. Let's have a look. Ruscus. I've got ruscus as well. Excuse me. Oh dear, excuse me everyone. Let me just get all my ruscus. Now look at this. This is fabulous. I use this, weddings, everything. Just that little bit of different texture, lifting up instead of it being a long, a small flat leaf like these. I can pop these all around, just sticking out. Again, especially where the philodendrons are, to put the green hanging over there. So I'm going to put those in there, and then you'll see, because the philodendrons again are really big. I'm going to stick, where's that others? 1, 2, 3. Let's get these lifted up. So that's philodendron. Here, look, if you just watch now, I mean, I've obviously not shaped it, so I'm just placing it by having, oh goodness, that just above the philodendron makes it look much better. It doesn't look, the philodendron doesn't look so naked by itself, you know, because it's such a wide flower. And then you could also, again, then start chopping little bits off like this, and just popping those in and around, you know, where the white flowers are, like the ranunculus, you know. And just place those also in. I mean, I will chop these. I'm just placing things in to show you where I mean. It's not that they're going to be this long. It's, you know, just to show you. But they will be smaller. So then you've got white and green all the way around, and the ranunculus, the ruscus is flowing not just along the top, but it's been brought down along the bottom on top of the philodendron. So that is what we're going to do. I'm going to place these ones on top of the philodendron first. So that's like that. Just get this in. Oh, there's a nice big gold to place in. Get that glue string. Look, it's following me. Oh gosh, where is it all going? So, and that one as well. And then these will also, with the roses, also give the roses a lift, because they are silver on white. So by putting the green in between them both, the philodendron and the rose, again, bounces off of each other. Green is brilliant. It is absolutely fabulous. I mean, amongst it being my favourite colour, but it is fabulous. The contrast and you can gain from just adding a bit of green in between two colours like the white and the silver, what are relatively similar. It can bounce it off and make it look beautiful. It's fabulous. And again, do that one in here. I've just caught and that one's in. So now with these, again, I will cut these down into little pieces and I'll bend them. Just got something on that one. Oops. And I'll just, you know, manipulate them, and these will go around where the ranunculus are, again, to give the ranunculus something to bounce off as well, but in a different shade. And I'm putting these into the ranunculus so it looks like these are growing out from it, again, to give it a different look, also a different texture and movement as well, and dynamic look. Oh, let's get that in. And I'm spreading them. I know there's two together leaves, but I'm spreading them so they're both not going together in the same direction. Again, manipulate the stem by just bending it away from the other one. Place it in the centre of the ranunculus. I can't see a gap, so I'll have to stick that onto the ranunculus stem. So you've got a bit of movement also. Right, that's just one on its own. So I'll place two together in this one. So one there, and one the opposite side. Again, that's entwined within the ranunculus. And that's got two on. Again, I'm parting the ranunculus and I'm going down the centre. And I'm sticking this one also to the spine of the ranunculus, or the main stem, because I can't, the stem's not that long. And again, just parting the two ranunculus, the two ruscus from each other to give a different movement. Now let's see. Now, again, just fluff up, and now start fluffing everything up and moving it to where you'd like to see movement. We need that there, and you know, twist and turn your leaves and your petals, should I say, yeah, your leaf petals. Lift some back up, bring some around each other, entwine them within each other. And again, for your movement. So that's a bit flat down there with the conifer, so bring one piece of the conifer up and then spread the other two. And again here, let's get that movement. And also here, as you can see, I'm just bringing the movement with the conifers around. Let me put the light on. I forgot to put the light on. Oh. I don't want those. So I'm going to place these in there. All right, young man. All right, young man. Beep, 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 beep. There's Sally. So we want to save that. Put these in. So I've got a few oddments here that I will also place in my oddment. I can't do nothing with that. I can't even attach a stem onto it, unfortunately. Right, I want this main stem here. Cut off there. Cut that off. So there's a bit here. Whoops a daisy. Is that one? I can use that for something else. And then there we go. So, it may have took again a long time, as it does with me, guys. Once I start chatting, I just slow down with everything else. It's like chatting is more important. Not quick at that. Again, I hope you enjoyed doing that one in a different, colour again. White and green with silver. Let me just get rid of all of this again. All the mess. I don't like da, da, da. I'll give it a good clean once I've finished. So that is our little lantern arrangement. Now this, oh, let me sit down, guys. This would look, oh, it's so pretty. So it's the white, it reminds me of snow. So yeah, this would look really, really nice on your coffee table, underneath your television if you've got your TV on a wall, on your dinner table, or just on a cabinet, anything really where you think it'd suit. So even in the window, if you've got deep windowsills really deeply set. So if I just lift it, I'm going to lift it with that. I'm going to put my hand underneath so you can get a better idea. So it looks like that. Oh, shall I put that there? and it, I know it's nice. So it looks like this, and it looks really snowy effect, and you could, I know, you're hungry. And it gives off that beautiful Christmassy theme, and really pretty and pure. It reminds us, white just gives me that pure feeling, fresh as well with the greens. So I hope you enjoyed that. I don't know how long my video has gone on for, probably about 2.5 hours again. I was hoping it didn't, because I don't want people to start getting bored and getting fed up of me chatting away and not working. So again, please subscribe and share and like, and send us a comment as well. And as well, if you've done something along these lines also, whether it be with this, something like this, a lantern, candle, anything really, but all in whites, silvers and greens, that would look, I'd love to see that. Whether it be a wreath, or a asymmetrical arrangement, table display, anything, I'd be really honoured to have a look at some of your designs. And again, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you soon. So take care, everybody, because my cat is hanging around me because he is hungry. It is 4:45 in the evening and it's past his food time. Oh dear. So, and I need to go and make me and my husband's tea also. So again, enjoy the rest of your evening and have a lovely supper or tea, and I'll speak to you soon. All the best, everybody, and thank you again from my heart. Bye bye.